We talked, there's a good segue into alcohol since we just talked about it. Even though it didn't pass, what was being bantied about was much different.
Let's rephrase it. It hasn't passed yet.
Right. It hasn't passed yet. But what was being bantied about was very different from what your original proposal was. It wasn't going to get rid of the state stores. State stores would have still been around. Would you have supported that?
There was an ability to phase them out.
Yeah, would you have supported that bill in the last version that we knew of?
If I see choice and convenience get to my desk and the legislature has agreed upon it, would I veto a bill then? No. Get a bill to my desk. Well, one thing that you have to look at, there has been staunch opposition from special interest groups, and there are a lot of special interest groups in this. The one special interest group that really is there, we know they're there, and they're the biggest one, are the people in Pennsylvania. And they really have to make their voices heard at this point in time. And because I can tell you, people come up to me every day, are we going to get it done? Are we going to get it done? They're disappointed. Yeah, I'm disappointed we didn't get it done. I would like to see the people this summer be able to go out and buy their wine and beer in a grocery store and go to a distributor and have access to all three. So one-stop shopping is a heck of a lot better. That's what we talk about for everything else. But we have a very small unit of people who say absolutely not, and then we have special interests that I understand. It's all perspectives, whether you're a beer distributor or wholesaler or whatever. So it's not an easy bill to get done. But keep in mind, those were historic votes we've made so far, both in the House getting one over to the Senate, the Senate one, Senate voting one out of committee, ready to go to the floor and then go back to the House. We're close. We are very close, and that's what has everybody nervous.
And your analogy the night you signed the budget, I believe, was, hey, it's just the first quarter.
Well,
it's a 2-year legislative session. We're 6 months into it. But, Governor, the second half of this game is an election half.
Well, the second
Are they
half
really going to be motivated to vote on these big issues in an election year?
Well, I would think so. Because if the people understand that they're not voting for transportation dollars to make their roads safer, to create more jobs in Pennsylvania, to protect the children that are riding the school buses of Pennsylvania.
But also raising fees, raising registration. I mean, it all kind of comes together.
Absolutely. That's why is it important to get it done in the first year? Yes. Can it get done in the second year? Yes. Okay. And the same thing with wine and liquor. Come on, the people still want that. That doesn't change, right? So, I mean, there was an opportunity for people to do what I now call a Thaddeus Stevens moment on a very, very lower level. If you saw the movie Lincoln, you saw that he reached a consensus on something that was very hard for him to move to the middle on an issue. Well, we need to get more people to move to the middle on an issue and not be just so embedded with their feet in cement in their position. And they need to think about the state as a whole, not upon their reelection and not just upon their district.